John was talking about this outspoken D.C. police officer who was so badly injured in the January 6th insurrection, and he's speaking out again. Officer Michael Fanone went to Congress on Wednesday hoping to set up meetings with these 21 lawmakers who voted against congressional gold medals for the officers who defended them. And he says he wasn't there to change minds, but to educate. That's when Officer Fanone says he encountered Congressman Andrew Clyde.
I saw Congressman Clyde standing outside of an elevator. I was there with Officer Harry Dunn, who accompanied me throughout the Capitol. Went into the elevator. I greeted Congressman Clyde. I was very cordial. I extended my hand to shake his hand. He just stared at me. I asked him if he was going to shake my hand, and he told me that he didn't know who I was. So I introduced myself. I said that I was Officer Michael Fanone, that I was a D.C. Metropolitan Police officer who fought on January 6th to defend the Capitol. And as a result, I suffered a traumatic brain injury as well as a heart attack after having been tased numerous times at the base of my skull, as well as being severely beaten. At that point, the congressman turned away from me, pulled out his cell phone. It looked like he was attempting to pull up like an audio recording app on his phone, and again, like never acknowledged me at any point. As soon as the elevator doors opened, he ran as quickly as he could, like a coward. Obviously, like, I took that particular interaction like very personally, but I also took it as a representation of Andrew Clyde giving the middle finger to myself and every other member of the Metropolitan Police Department and U.S. Capitol Police that responded that day. I felt compelled to confront him specifically because of the comments that he had made. You know, other congressmen who voted against the bill, you know, they had different reasons, whether it was language that was in the bill. But Congressman Clyde has made some pretty incendiary remarks downplaying the event. And, you know, to be honest with you, downplaying is disingenuous. He just out and out lied. And the reality is, like, at this point, if you're going to sling bullshit about January 6th, I'm going to call you out on it. And you're going to be held accountable. Most of our interactions, again, was just with staff members. The staff members were incredibly cordial. You know, they, you know, wanted to assist us in, you know, in setting up meetings with members of Congress or with their representatives. We did have one interaction with a representative, I believe from Montana. I can't remember his name. But his chief of staff seemed like very uncomfortable at Harry and I's presence at their office. And I believe that stemmed from the fact that we were there just to discuss January 6th. I mean, again, we were very cordial. Obviously, I knew that there was a potential for, you know, some degree of hostility just at my mere presence in their office. So I went about it, you know, with the perspective of killing people with kindness and tried to be overly polite. And you know, I have no regrets about the interactions and my behavior that day. I think some members, Andrew Clyde specifically, and this particular chief of staff from the Montana representative's office, their behavior was pretty damn disgusting.